All right, time for this week's edition of the Metal Box, our weekly discussion on all things hard rock and heavy metal. It's Tigman, and great to have guests here. It's been a while since we had guests on the Metal Box, and we've got the guys from 4x8. What made you decide to bring Pat Gasparini in the band on guitar and Rob Fuso on drums?
What happened was we had the original lineup with Stet Howland from Wasp. We had studio time lined up to record, and Todd had flown in. Everything was paid for, ready to go. We were at a KISS convention, and one of our good friends, Sue Newman, comes up with her phone and says, "Look, there's a picture of Stet." And Stet's in a hospital with one of those, those the cone of shame on the dog's ears. And he was in a terrible car accident, so he and his whole family were in the hospital. Todd and I looked at each other and said, "What are we going to do? He's here from San Diego. We got to record." So Danny Stanton has been kind of our day-to-day right-hand man. And we got a hold of him and said, "Danny, we need some help. We need a drummer. We can't not record." So he said, "I only know one guy, AJ Pero." Todd sends him the music. 48 hours later, he's in a car ready to come up to the studio in Patterson, New York, Raw Recording, it's called. Great studio. We get a call from him. "I was in an accident." I said, "What?" So, but fortunately, he wasn't hurt, so we sent a car to fetch him. He got to the studio a little late. He came in, sat down, and killed it.
As we started to go through the songs, John said, "Look, I'm going to go in the control booth. You guys just work it out, the arrangement, and then I'll come in when you get it polished up." So that's what we did. So I'm in the ISO booth behind the glass, and I'm looking at AJ, he has this impish grin. He's like, and his side was like, "Is that what's next?" He was so enthusiastic. So it was very infectious. So when we play his stuff, and I'm smiling big because it's delivering the way I'm hearing it.
And then, of course, we tragically lose AJ right in Poughkeepsie before a show. And what's going through your mind at that point?
That was very tough. I had spoken to him Friday, AJ, Friday before he passed, and I said, "You all ready to come out and do the next 6 tracks?" Because we were lining up the date. And he said, "Yeah, sure." I said, "I'm just feeling my arms thrown out of whack here. It'll be okay in a while. Just let me get back to you on Monday, and we'll discuss flight plans and that before coming out in the studio." So fantastic. Looking forward to it. Blah, blah, blah. And so Monday, I'm walking out my door at home, and the phone rings, and it's Danny. He never called me really early in the morning, even though I'm up at 5:30 every morning. And he says, "I got bad news." He said, "AJ Pero passed away." I just stopped walking, and I just, what? What'd you just say? And that kind of thing. So you run the gamut of emotions, feeling bad for the family. It had nothing to do with us. I mean, we'll survive, but you just feel bad with everything that he's accomplished and the amount of talent that just passed away with him. So at that point, we went through the normal activities of consoling everybody that we could. And after all that was done, then we decided, well, what are we going to do now? And that's when Pat kind of stepped in.
So at that point, I was doing a show down in Rob's neck of the woods at Orange County Choppers, and I ran into Rob's brother. And, bells just started going off in my head saying, this could be good. The 3 of us hooked up and had a phone conversation, and next thing you know, we're at the Chicken Coop rehearsing for the studio session, the next half of the record.
We can have Rob on. Yeah, there he is.
And that's it.
On Friday, we're going to be at Vintage Vinyl in 51 Lafayette Road, Fords, New Jersey. And then on Saturday, we're going to be right here in the Poughkeepsie area at Dark Side Records.
There it is. The CD from 4x8, Relentless, Todd Howarth, John Regan, Pat Gasparini joining us on the Metal Box this week. All the best to you guys. Much success. 4x8, thanks for stopping by and joining us this week, guys. Appreciate it. Always good to see you. We'll see you on the road.